Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to 5 more great games on the Dice Tower. I'm Tom Vasel.
And I'm Graham Anderson.
Graham is one of the reviewers here on the Dice Tower, and we hung out together centuries ago, it seems, back in the day, all the way up from Canada. Are we in the same time zone? Yeah, we are in the same time zone, right?
Yep.
So all is well there, but I bet our temperatures are quite different outside.
It's getting warmer. I don't have to wear a jacket today, so that was nice.
Didn't have to wear a jacket in August. What? Although for me, it feels like I'm swimming as I go through. Well, folks, if you've never played it's not a game, but if you've never seen 5 great games, I'm going through the games that are not my top 100, but are the next 200. This is like 175 or something. That I'm going through 5 games, and I just bring someone on. And I know Graham has played at least one of these. Actually, knowing Graham, he's played probably at least 2 of them, I'm going to guess. And I'm going to try to guess which ones he's played, and if not, convince him he should play them, which 4 of these 5 you definitely should play no matter what. And then, well, that's it, folks. So let's start here. I'm going to remember to turn the screen on this time. So here's our first one for today. This is Hail Hydra. Now, Hail Hydra, I gotta be honest here, folks. This game, when I made this list, is probably lower now. It probably wouldn't be above the next 4 games that I'm going through. I like Hail Hydra. I like the theming. It's a social deduction style game. It's just that there's a lot of social deduction games out there right now. There's so many. I like the theming of this one. Anyone could be Hydra agent. Graham, I'm going to assume you have not played this one.
That is correct. And you talked about the theme, and
don't say it, Graham. Don't say it.
I know very little about the theme.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you don't like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
For me, it's fine, but I've only read a couple comic books.
Well, that's okay.
I've seen the movies, but it's not like I'm dying to play a Marvel game.
Well, yeah, a Marvel game, Marvel movie. That makes sense. Yeah, I like this one here. It's interesting. So it's good. If you like social deduction games, it's worth getting. It's funny because today all the games that I'm going through are ranked in reverse order practically. So this one's ranked 2,654 on Board Game Geek. But I think a lot of people would like it.
So if you don't know very much about the MCU, is it still worth playing?
I would say it's okay. I mean, because you're essentially just hiding in a crowd, being a secret person, but I would probably just say play the Resistance. There's a lot of similarities between them. I know I should be like, I said that you should play 4 of these games. I'm talking about the next 4. Okay, so this next game, Firenze, is a game a lot of people haven't heard of, but it is an amazing game. It takes a very simple mechanism. So if you look at this picture, you'll see there's all these cards at the bottom with buildings on each card, and on your turn, you have to take the one that's closest to you. You get all those blocks to build with. You're building towers of different colors, and you do whatever the card says. But some of the cards are bad, and some of the cards aren't as good as others, so you might want to skip to a different card, but then you have to drop a building block on each card you skip. That's mostly what the game is. It's about collecting blocks, building towers, trying to build high ones of each tower. But it's simple, it's clean, and it's really fun. And yet, I hear so little about this game, I'm going to guess, Graham, you have not played it.
Actually, I have played this one. I actually bought this game because of your review.
Well, then that's...
many years ago.
Do you like it?
I do. I really like this one. I love the putting the blocks on for the ones you don't want. And you also have to be building each color tower each round, or else they get destroyed.
Right. So it kind of like if you start building a red tower, you need to keep doing so, and it puts a lot of pressure on you to do it. But the card system, I've always liked in Small World. You can jump over and pick different races, but that's a very minor part of that game. In this game, it's the whole game. And also has that chunkiness of building towers, which is fun.
Yeah. Excellent game.
All right. Well, good. I was going to tell you should play it, but you already have. All right. Now we jump to Pirates, Libertalia, which is one of my favorite pirate games. In Libertalia, if I ever get to a card that's in English, you have a bunch of cards. Each of these cards, I think there's 30 cards in the deck, and each card you're going to have this. I think there's 50 actually, 50 different pirates, but you're only going to use 9 per round. Come on, no pirates here speak English? Anyhow, each round you have 9 cards, and then you all play one at the same time, and then you play another one, and you're going to do that, and you'll play 6 of your pirates, and then you leave 3 pirates, and then you get 9 more pirates or 6 more pirates. Everyone gets the same. So you have some difference in there in knowing when to play each. It's like the most advanced round of rock, paper, scissors there is. I like the pirate theme. If you like Citadels, you like it. Graham, I was going to guess that you have played this one.
I have played this one as well. This one, as much as I love it, I would love to see an expansion for this.
Yeah, so Jamie Stegmaier registered the trademark for this game, but then has said he's not printing it, and then winked really big, or in verbal writing. So I don't know if there's a new edition of this, but yeah, I do wish there was I wish they just did Pirates 51 to 70, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I love you're changing hands where everybody starts with the same, but it then starts to change over time. That the 3 cards I kept behind are not the same as the 3 cards you kept behind.
Right. And so you have some idea of what other people have in their hand, and you say, well, they still haven't played this pirate, and I know this pirate. If I play this, the pirate they play will basically cancel mine out. But yeah. Are they going to play it this turn or next turn? And that's fun. It also plays 6 players. Not, I wouldn't say extremely well, but it pulls it off, and 5 players is fine. And very few games like this can do that. All right, so that's Libertalia. Now we'll jump to one of the best 2-player games ever designed, and that's Battle Line, which was re-implemented by Shot and Totten. So, I mean, you could look at one or the other. I'll pull up Shot and Totten here so you can see it. So they're essentially the same game at this point in time. Shot and Totten or Battle Line. And look at the artwork here for Battle Line. Let's look at Shot and Totten. It makes me happier. In this game, which is similar to Lost Cities in a few ways, you are building groups of numbered cards in front of you, and you are trying to build a better group of 3 cards than your opponent does. So you're playing essentially 9 mini games of poker against your opponent. And then you use logic to prove that they can't win at a spot. And then the newest version of Shot and Totten, which is not this artwork. This is the original Shot and Totten. Here's the new artwork. They also add a deck of special cards, which some people like, I do, and some people don't, but you can play with or without them. Anyhow, Graham, see, you should have played this one, so I'm going to say yes, because I will shame you if you haven't.
I have. I played the newest version, the one with the tactics cards in it.
You did not play Shot and Totten 2, hopefully. That's not nearly as good.
No, I played the newest version of Shot and Totten.
So what'd you think of it?
I enjoyed it. I really like the ability to say, I can prove that you can't take this stone away from me. Right. Like the whole logic thing. And I think it's nice, and it's simple enough that I've played this with many people. But the whole idea of trying to outguess what your opponent's what he's going to do next. Because you need 3 stones in a row, so if he's already got 2, which side do you try him, which side do you think they're going to go after, and which side you need to stop them on? Yeah.
The fact that it could be any 3 in a row or any 5 definitely changes the game up in that regard. But it's also, there's almost no theme. My wife loves playing this game with me, and it's just numbers for her, It's also just numbers for me. Well, who's pretending here?
You don't feel that the Scottish, blood flowing through you as you're playing this?
I've never felt the Scottish blood flow through me. I have 0% Scottish in me. All right. Last game for today is Downforce. Another re-implementation of Top Race. So this is the game that really kind of put Restoration games on the map. Restoration had made other ones before Downforce, but Downforce is the game that has and still does very well. A simple game where you are sponsoring one of the cars, but you don't really care which car wins as long as you bet on the right card. And whenever you play a card, so I apologize to everyone for showing a picture of Bonacor, but whenever you play a card, it will move the different cars in different orders, different speeds. So you're trying to make the cars you bet on do well, and the cars that you don't bet on get blocked by other cars. It's a great racing game. There's a lot of expansions. You have to have played this by this point.
Yes, I was actually late to the table for this one.
4 out of 5. You're on the ball.
But once I got it, I actually played it a couple times and had to get the expansion right away. It is so fun, especially because it's a nice, easy game to play, but it's still a lot of fun because you're trying to guess who's going to be first because you have all the betting lines when you cross. And the card play, and you think, oh, I've only got one card left to move the car I want to win, so hopefully someone else will move it for me that last step or two. It's a fantastically fun game.
So I've upgraded my set with the little Mario cars, which I really like. I got them from the Mario Gamer Monopoly, and so it's like playing a little Mario Kart. But I like the expansion, so I think is there 2 or 3 expansions? There's 2, I think.
There's 2. Yeah, there's 2 for sure.
There's one where there's the tracks cross for no reason at all. Then then there's one with a jump and with animals crossing the road like a safari. So, whoops, I am jumping way off. There we go. Press the wrong button. So, Downforce is definitely the easiest game to play on this list for sure. And this is one that if you never played games before, I would say you should try this one out. A great racing game.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, folks, let's see here which one you like best. So I'm going to put a link in the comments. It's your chance to vote on which one of these you like the best. There's not a ton of people in chat right now, so who knows? It could be any vote here. But what do you think people will vote for number 1?
I think Downforce, because it is so approachable. It's relatively newer compared to some of the others. And, like I said, it's just a fantastically easy game to get into.
Yeah, I think you're right, because Hail Hydra was mass market, but I don't think it was in and out of stores really fast. Firenze just isn't. It's more of an esoteric game. Libertalia is out of print. Battle Line / Shot and Totten. I don't know. You're probably right about Downforce, but I got to pick a different one than you, so I will say Libertalia. But let us see. Well, at least I got second place. Oh no! Firenze just caught up to Libertalia. Well, go figure. Hail Hydra got none. Well, yeah, go figure.
Yeah, Firenze would have got my vote. From that list, that's my favorite.
Well, it was my favorite, except, like I said, Hail Hydra's moved down for me. So, yeah, Firenze, just one of those. It's also a game that when people come and I'll say, let's play this game, I feel I'm always confident they haven't played it before. So it's a really easy game to teach people.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Well, congratulations to Restoration Games for Downforce. Alrighty. Graham, if people want to find you on the internet, where would they go?
Best place is to check out my videos on the Dice Tower.
What? Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, well, I look forward to before we started, me and Graham were talking about the someday period where we'll see each other in person. And that will come at some point. But for now, we're glad we can at least do this. Thank you to everybody who joined in watching us. In 45 minutes, Shoot Some Marbles, the greatest marble racing show on a board game channel is happening. You want to come root for your favorites there. But that's it. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Graham Anderson.
And you've been watching 5 more great games with the Dice Tower.